opening with a Star Wars-like crawl to set the scene and space battle, the pilot episode of Star Trek Voyager interconnects both The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine through its focus on the Maquis, a band of rogue colonists who fight for their homes after the Federation gave their world over to the Cardassian Union through a peace treaty that ended a war. Even though Star Trek was developing a shared universe of storytelling long before Marvel, why should we care about the fourth series in the Star Trek franchise? In other words, why Voyager? Because Caretaker demonstrates that this series, like the others before it, is about important ideas. After being pulled across the galaxy while on the hunt for a Maquis raider, Janeway, her crew, and the Maquis find themselves subjected to alien analysis. The alien being, referred to as the Caretaker, is in search of a compatible mate, so he can produce offspring that could care for the Ocampa upon his death. The Caretaker needs an offspring to care for and protect the Ocampa from the roaming gangs of Kazon in the vicinity. The Ocampa are a docile people, submissive to the Caretaker's micromanagement. He provides their food, their power, and their protection. They live in a utopia and want for nothing except for freedom and self-reliance. Some Ocampa follow this desire for freedom and self-determination by growing their own food and living in the margins, rejecting conventional Ocampan life.
Are you in pain? Are you watching us? I wasn't watching you. I was coming to give you something. It's a medicine. There are people who have broken from tradition and left the city. They discovered quite by accident that the moss that grows on certain fruit trees has healing properties.
When Janeway realizes that the Caretaker's array, which brought them to the Delta Quadrant, is the only way to send them home, she takes Tuvok to investigate how to use the array. But as Tuvok investigates, Janeway meets with the dying Caretaker and learns of the Ocampa's reliance on him and his belief that the array should be destroyed to protect them.
We're explorers from another galaxy. But we had no idea that our technology would be so destructive to their atmosphere. I've been searching the galaxy for a compatible biomolecular pattern.
You've been trying to procreate?
I needed someone to replace me. Someone who would understand the enormous responsibility of caring for the Ocampa. Only my offspring could do that.
Did you ever consider allowing the Ocampa to care for themselves?
They're children.
Children have to grow up. Most of the species we've encountered have overcome all kinds of adversity without a caretaker. It's the challenge of surviving on their own that helps them to evolve.
When Janeway says that children must grow up, she backs this up and demonstrates her own maturity by making the tough decision to sacrifice her crew's convenience to protect the Ocampa. Stranding her crew 75,000 light years from home will weigh on her conscience throughout the remainder of the series. But this pivotal decision earns Janeway the distinction of being entirely committed to her principles, no matter the cost. And this is why Voyager, to have a protagonist or a hero that doesn't save the day with weapons or action, but by her principles and values. This is the kind of storytelling that matters most, because it's about something other than the plot and the characters. It's about values and ideas, and that's why Voyager.
For home.
Captain. Any action we take to protect the Okapa would affect the balance of power in this system. The Prime Directive would seem to apply.
Would it? We never asked to be involved, Tuvok. But we are. We are.